As many as 10,000 employers in Singapore are waiting for their foreign domestic helpers to arrive as the pandemic keeps borders closed. Agencies say this could take as long as 6 months, even after borders open. At the same time, those with urgent care needs are offering benefits like 2-month bonuses, 20% more pay, and more rest days to get their helpers to stay.
She's switched 3 bosses during her 2-year contract. That's typically alarming for most would-be employers. But Isa got hired on the day she was listed on the job market. The 25-year-old even got a 15% pay rise and the chance to pick her current boss.
Now I can choose the employer, and then I see the employer inform, and then the good job I can choose. It's not good, I don't need to choose.
Isa can do that because she's among the shrinking pool of foreign maids left in the country to meet rising demand. New ones aren't allowed in because of COVID-19 border controls.
Ever since the ban started, there is an increase of salaries for transfer helpers. The increase is 10 to 20%. It's not out of expectation to see the salary of transfer helpers going up. It's just going in line with the supply and demand.
The agency now gets about 700 calls a month for new helpers. It's only able to meet 1 in 10 of these requests, using maids asking for transfers. But many employers won't let them go until they get a replacement. To make things worse, about half now want to return to their home countries. The Association of Employment Agencies says up to 10,000 people are now waiting to get their overseas helpers. It could take another half a year because of staggered arrivals when borders reopen. Meanwhile, families with more caregiving needs tend to be most affected.
They seem to understand that the landscape has changed. So families with, who lives in private houses, very big households with many members are actually facing issues. Even those with elderly who are bedridden, they're also having issues hiring domestic workers. Because it's just also not about the pay.
In between, maid agencies are also suffering.
With my revenue down by 70%, I think my business may not be able to sustain for too long if this crisis drags on. In fact, in my mind, if I do not see any improvement by end of this year, I may decide to shut down the business.
The association expects 3 in 5 maid agencies to wind up by the end of the year if borders don't open fully by then.